of you horror freaks out there. This is the Strange Monkey coming at you. And welcome once again to another retro review. And this time we will be reviewing 1987's Creepshow 2. This film was directed by Michael Gornick and it was written by George A. Romero. This film does not have the same combination of George A. Romero in the driver's seat directing and Stephen King writing. These are based on Stephen King stories, but he's not the main writer, you know, like how it was in the first movie. You know, the magic that we had in the first film, we don't have none of that in this film, unfortunately. This movie consists of 3 stories instead of 5. We have Old Chief Woodenhead, The Raft, and The Hitchhiker, I think? I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it and I'll put it in here, or I'll show the picture. Whatever, let's get this going. This second horror anthology presents more eerie tales based on Stephen King's stories. One episode finds a cigar store Native American statue coming to life to avenge the death of a shop owner and his wife. Another features a group of teens menaced by a blob-like creature. The final installment shows a wealthy and callous woman who hits a hitchhiker with her car and decides to flee the scene, but the victim isn't inclined to remain dead. So we have Old Chief Woodenhead. This story is about an elderly couple who own a store in this town and business is not going well. The town is pretty much abandoned, and then these 3 assholes come into the store and rob them and they shoot them dead, and then there's a statue that comes to life. It's Old Chief Woodenhead. That's the name of the statue. And he's on a bloody warpath of destruction. He's after them and he decides to kill them. It's like, well, you know, you shouldn't have done that. I like the kills in this story. The acting was okay. You know, I like the camera angles, the different shots that they did. It was kind of like the first film. I feel like this was a story that was left behind. You know, there's something that should have been in the first film. That's just me. They still have the comic book transitions from the first film, you know, because they have to. Anyway, so, and in this story they have the wraparound segment with Billy and the Creep, who was played by Tom Savini. I didn't even know that until a couple of years later. The second story, The Raft. I'm going to save that for last. Okay, let's get to the third story, The Hitchhiker. This one's about a woman who basically is cheating on her husband. Shame on you, I hope you die. Maybe I gave away the ending, I don't know. Anyway, she's driving home, and then boom! She accidentally hits a hitchhiker, and, you know, she leaves without even checking or whatever. And then he just happens to be around stalking her. He comes to life, and she sees him in the road more than once, and he's like, "Thanks for the ride, lady," holding up a sign, and he's trying to kill her as she's trying to get home, and it's a fucking cat and mouse chase. It's crazy. It's over the top. It's ridiculous. Same with this one. Acting was fine, but I fucking love the makeup effects in this one, and it's just the kills, the gore. It's beautiful. I loved it, but then we have The Raft, the second story in this masterpiece of a film, and it's about 4 teenagers who are driving to this lake, and there's a raft there. Someone told them about it, and they're going swimming for a little bit. Let me tell you something, folks. There are many bad decisions being made in this film. Many bad decisions. I have here, let me grab it, Strange Monkey's list of what not to do when there's a fucking blob monster coming after you. Because this story was burned into my brain when I watched this film as a teenager, okay? Some may say that after I watched it, I got dizzy and I tripped, and then the nail went through my finger. I don't know how that happened. If you want the honest truth about this, I'll tell you at the end of the video. Anyway, so these teenagers see this black blob thing coming after them like an oil slick. So let's go over the list, shall we? Here's what you don't do when there's a blob coming after you. You don't touch it, okay? Because that will cause things to go bad, okay? That causes you to get killed, okay? Number 2, don't fall asleep when there's a damn blob monster coming after you, because that causes you to get killed. It's a cause and effect. Just don't do it, okay? There was only one smart person in this whole group. He tried to get help, but he got killed before he even tried. Oh well. So, that brings me to number 3. You don't put the moves on your friend's girlfriend. Your friend who was just killed, okay? This girl is asleep, and he's trying to just, cop a feel? I don't know. There's a blob monster out there, sir. Why are you trying to touch this woman while she's asleep? You're trying to have sex with her while this monster is nearby. You already killed your friends. Sir! Sir! I don't know about you people, but that's attempted rape. Sir! You could be going to jail if you just so happen to survive this. Sir! And number 4, and the most important rule on Strange Monkey's list of what not to do when there's a blob monster coming after you. If you happen to make it to shore and you barely escape with your life, don't taunt the monster and say, "I beat you!" and it's right there in front of you, because that will cause it to engulf you and pull your ass back into the lake, the lake, and then you're fucked. And it's having itself a nice breakfast. So, then there's the wraparound segment with Little Billy and the comic book style animations. That was pretty fucking awesome, but honestly, this was not as good as the first film. The magic wasn't there. But it's a pretty awesome B movie. It was fucking entertaining anyway. Not my favorite one. So I'm going to give Creepshow 2 a 6 out of 10. Tolerable. It's okay. Now, if you want a really bad, steaming pile of shit film, watch Creepshow 3. You know what? We don't talk about that. You know why? Because we're getting a Creepshow series this year on Shudder, and I'm so happy. I can't wait. It's gonna be beautiful. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, folks. If you like this video, let me know. Leave a like. That would be awesome. Let me know what you thought of Creepshow 2. Was it your favorite one? You better not say number 3, because I'll fight you. Anyway, subscribe, like me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or follow me, whatever, you know what to do. And have yourselves a good fright. Thanks for the ride, lady!